Hey Capricorn, welcome to your weekly forecast for January 25th to the 31st. Guys, I did 2 weekly forecasts for everybody last week because the energies were kind of crazy and nobody noticed, so I'm a little bit sad. But we're going to see what's happening for you guys as we come into the 25th through the 31st. We're coming into the full moon in Leo on the 28th. Lots of big planetary shifting and energies right now. So the energies that we're experiencing are going to be around for a while. So even if you find this video outside of the 25th to the 31st, there's probably still going to be messages in it for you. Okay, you're going to find it when you're meant to find it. But we're going to we're going to connect here and see what's going on for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead. And as we're coming into these energetic shifts and changes that lie ahead. So your first card here, my darlings, is the Page of Pentacles. Page of, excuse me. Page of Pentacles, if I'm not mistaken, also came up for Aquarius. Not their first card, but it came up in their reading. It may have been their second card. Now, tradition, and I say that because some of you might have an Aquarius placement and this is confirmation for you, and some of you might be dealing with an Aquarius because they got the same card. Now keep in mind, this is going to be, if we're talking about people, traditionally in tarot, the Page of Pentacles would be like a younger earth sign person or a youthful earth sign person. It could also sometimes indicate children, so some of you might be thinking about that, or preparing to make investments involving children, or working towards manifesting that, traditionally speaking, right? However, in my readings, a lot of the times when I see Page of Pentacles, this is like a new undertaking. You are getting more efficient with your energy, with your ideas, and you're getting better at figuring out where to put your focus. Okay, like where to put your time, where to put your energy. A lot of you Capricorns might be coming out of a time where it's just been busy energy running around and just trying to see like what's gonna pop or what's gonna happen or what's gonna, like kind of having a lot of irons in the fire. Page of Pentacles is telling me that you're getting to this grounded place where you're beginning to think more efficiently, and you're able to see, you know what, like putting my time or energy in this direction is going to be more profitable. And a lot of you are thinking more about money and finances. Page of Pentacles a lot of the times comes up too in readings I've seen, where you're getting smarter about your money. Some of you are coming into a time of significant abundance because your relationship with money is changing and you're figuring out how to do more with your budget. So it's going to feel as though you've had this massive raise or this massive, increase coming in. But it's the same amount. It's the same amount of whatever you've been getting. You're just making it go a lot further, and you're not feeling like you're punishing yourself or you're restricting yourself. Okay, you're coming into Capricorn, the true meaning of like financial or physical abundance. And I say financial or physical abundance because abundance is all things. It's not only money. People forget that it's not only money. But as far as like the money aspect of things go, you're coming into the true sense of abundance, which is feeling like you have a lot and feeling very fulfilled and feeling very satisfied. Okay, there are very, very rich people on this planet who are not living in abundance because it's never enough. More, right? You're coming into, wow, I have so much. I have so much. And your heart is feeling very full and very satisfied, and you're manifesting a sense of security. I also feel, Capricorn, that some of you are looking around you and you're like, holy moly, I have a lot of investments here, like with what's around me. I can take the stuff and I can sell it, or I can trade it. Some of you maybe have had a habit of kind of purchasing antiques or vintage things or older things, and you might be looking into having those items appraised. And some of you might be very surprised to discover that some of what you have is worth like a nice little chunk of change. And so some of you might be beginning to sell things as you're coming into like a desire for minimalism. You're like, I want to simplify, I want to have less, right? Especially now that we're kind of in a time where a lot of us, you know, we can't really visit people or have people over. Maybe some of you are wanting to move in the not too distant future, and you're looking around at, do I really need this? Like, do I really need this thing? And so I do feel some of you are coming into kind of harvesting some money here with things that you've purchased or things that you've been collecting. Okay, your next card here, my darlings, is the Magician. Okay, now if you have a Gemini placement, this can be a very significant shift in that area of your life. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini or Virgo. Okay, keep in mind it could be sun, moon, or rising. However, we're going to look at this about you and your energy, not other people. And so with the major arcanas, I was going to say the master arcanas, the major arcanas, they come up when we're coming into a new chapter of our life. We're going in a new direction. This is a really significant time, a very defining moment, a significant chapter in your life. When the major arcana cards come up, we're dealing with an experience that we were meant to have, something that is directly connected with what we came here to learn, to master, to grow. So anytime we're at these kinds of significant crossroads and shifts, our angels and guides are always around us, helping us and guiding us through that transition. So you are manifesting, okay? You are manifesting. And I've said this in other videos, when the major arcana card comes up, when the Magician card comes up, you might even be getting little signs that, hey, you're on the right path. Just continue to stay focused. You might be seeing repeating angel numbers, 111, 1111, 222, 555, 444, or sometimes 25, 27. Those are ones that come up a lot too, 333. 32, whatever, you know, everybody's on a different journey, so your numbers might be different. But I feel like a lot of you are seeing that. A lot of you are seeing those little confirmations. I'm getting another message, though, here for some of you Geminis. I feel like you're creating some kind of little... I said Geminis, Capricorn. Forgive me, Capricorn. This is a Capricorn reading. You guys are already in the comments. Is this a Gemini reading or Capricorn reading? It's a Capricorn reading. I'm sorry. But we have that energy here with this major arcana. So forgive me, okay? But Capricorn, I feel that some of you are creating some kind of like a little morning ritual. That might also have to do with like you're drinking something that you specifically feel is really good for you, or you might be doing like herbal things, right? Like people might be like, oh, well, you know, I'm gonna drink this herb or this thing because I associate it with, you know, manifesting self-love or manifesting health, right? So some of you might kind of be coming up with your own little concoction here, like herbs, flowers, things that you associate with whatever it is you're trying to manifest or create, or a certain way you're wanting to feel, right? And guys, you don't have to like go and like research everything, right? Is there, I mean, it could be something like cinnamon. Like, do you, is like somebody might associate the taste or the flavor of cinnamon with like happy times or holidays or like warmth or whatever, right? It can just be things that you associate with a certain feeling or thing. There's really no wrong way of doing that. But I feel some of you are coming up with some kind of like, I'm starting my day off like drinking this thing and like meditating. And I also feel, Capricorn, that some of you are feeling the desire to be outside, to be in nature. Okay, so maybe you're spending a lot of time in your garden, or you're spending a lot of time, as much as you can, being around trees. And I know, depending on where you live in the world right now, it might not be, it might be a cold climate, it might be kind of snowy, and so maybe some of you are longing for that greenery, and you might be doing things in your space to give you that sense of that greenery. Maybe you're bringing in plants, maybe you're putting like decorations, like fake leaves and things up on the walls, or just watching movies or looking at pictures, or just trying to bring in a sense of like being in nature. And I feel like you're having these ideas that are coming to you. You're coming into a very creative nature energy of where you're having epiphanies of ideas. And so I feel like a lot of you are coming into really creative energy. Your next card, your Capricorn, is the High Priestess, another major arcana card. Okay, some of you could be dealing with a Pisces because this is associated with Pisces. Not necessarily, but you could be. I also have read that there is a Taurus element to the High Priestess. However, that ended up being very controversial when I said that in a video once. So I'm not trying to offend anybody, right? I read about the cards and I share what I've come across, and somebody just did not want to hear that. So these are elements that some of you might be dealing with. Again, you might have these placements that are coming to the surface as a focus in your life. But the High Priestess energy, again, major arcana, this is telling me, Capricorn, that you're coming into a time of really significant spiritual awakening and really significant healing. When the High Priestess comes up, you are like, your chakras are aligning, and you have all this beautiful healing energy flowing through you. Your intuition is very high, very much on point, and you're going to find that you are becoming quite irresistible. Okay, don't be surprised if people start, chasing you left and right, wanting to date you, wanting to work with you, wanting to just talk to you and like just, be all up in your energy. So you're going to have to be protective of that energy. Just because they want it doesn't mean they get to have it. All right. So this is going to be a time that you're going to also be able to exercise healthy boundaries and being selective, right? Like, do I want this? Do I not want this? Your next card here, my darlings, is the Six of Cups. Talk about they don't get to have it just because they want it. Some of you could have somebody resurfacing from the past or seeking or desiring a reconciliation. Okay. Some of you, as you're healing, you're really going through your childhood. You're going far, far, far back. Right? You're remembering things that you have not thought about since you were a kid. And so some of you might even be having like repressed memories coming up. But I feel they're coming up in a way where you're being given answers to questions, like things that never made sense to you, or things that just have seemed off, or things that you were curious about, or if you feel there's like some holes in the story that's been given to you about your family, you're remembering the missing pieces because you were there when it happened, right? But maybe you were very young and you just kind of put it away in your mental filing cabinet because you couldn't process it. You didn't know what to do with it. So it just kind of got buried. So I feel a lot of that kind of stuff is going to be coming up for a lot of you as well. All a part of your healing and growing. Ooh, and look at this, Capricorn. You've got the Ten of Pentacles. And so Ten of Pentacles traditionally in tarot is going to indicate stability, abundance. It can be acquiring of property. It can be like, mastering or manifesting your legacy, but it's generations of security. So some of you might be coming up with an idea or beginning a project that's going to establish those generations of security. Okay, abundance, long-term abundance, stability, comfort. Also here, a lot of you might be manifesting something that you feel like you're going to be able to take care of the older generation. So maybe you've been wanting to do something for your parents or grandparents or aunts or uncles or whoever had a hand in raising you. You might be setting yourself up to where you're going to be able to do something kind for them or be more helpful for them financially, or to them, I should say. Ten of Pentacles is also going to indicate here manifesting, right? Manifesting. A lot of the things that you've been visualizing in your head, that you've been trying to call in, they're finally taking shape. They're finally appearing in front of you. They're finally beginning to like come into the 3D realm. This could be manifesting as well. Cappies, I encourage you to watch your moon, sun, and rising sign. Some weeks those may resonate with you more than your sun sign, or they might add a little extra information. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. I'll also have it written out in the description. And my darlings, podcast is launching January 28th. What better time than the Leo full moon? I'm going to go ahead and post the first episode, the link to it, in the community tab of my channel. So keep an eye out for that. And let me know, guys. Let me know. I've got it in the community tab right now, a place for questions. Like, what kinds of things do you want to know? Do you want to be covered? Do you have questions about your journey? Do you have questions about spirituality? Is there anything about me that you've wanted to know? Like, what are some things you would like covered on the podcast? Because I'm doing it to be helpful to all of you guys, right? So go ahead and leave your questions there on that post in the community tab, and I'll be happy to address them, right? And hopefully at some point we'll get to the point where people can call in. We'll figure all that out, okay? But I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Bye, Capricorns. Take care, my darlings.